2 years ago today, on February 16th, 2022, I woke up to a notification for this Discord ping from Kaneko Kitten. I thought to myself, that's interesting, must be something big, considering I'd rarely be pinged by anyone. And when I opened the notif from that formerly highly respected guy, I was met with something I thought would never happen. Roblox had finally put MeepCity under review. After 5 long years of MeepCity being a safe haven for online dating and adult content, action had finally been taken. The game would return a couple of hours later, but without the dreaded hub for inappropriate content called parties. It has been 2 years since that great day, and a lot has changed and been realized about the 5th most played Roblox game of all time. I've been keeping an eye on things, and it has been very interesting to see how far this game has fallen and the new things that have popped up about it. So today, we're going to take a look at the state of MeepCity and new discoveries about it and its creator 2 years after Roblox put it under review. Last year, we went over how hard MeepCity's visits had dropped 1 year after the ban, and things have gotten even worse since then. MeepCity used to average around 8 million visits on weekdays and 10.5 million visits on weekend days in the time leading up to the party removal. Just a week after the shutdown, MeepCity saw a drop of around 2 million visits per day to 6 million on weekdays and 8 million on weekend days. Visits would continue to drop more as MeepCity fell to around 3.5 million visits per weekday and 4.3 million visits per weekend day at this same time last year. MeepCity's daily average visits dropped by about 58% in a year following the removal of its main breeding ground for online dating and sexual content. A 58% drop in visits in a year is really bad for any game, let alone one as huge as MeepCity, and things have only gotten significantly worse since then. MeepCity now averages only around 940,000 visits per weekday and 1.4 million visits on weekend days. While getting that many visits in a single day is still really high, it's not ideal in comparison to the 8 and 10.5 million the game once saw. MeepCity now averages about 7.8 million less visits per day now than it did at this time in 2022 when parties still existed. That's an incredible 87% drop in daily average visits in the 2 years following the game's shutdown and party removal. Had MeepCity still averaged what it did in February 2022, the game would likely have received 6.725 billion visits since then, but has instead received 2.8 billion. Getting 2.8 billion visits on Roblox over any period of time is a huge feat, but losing out on almost 4 billion might be even crazier. Pretty much every other major statistic for MeepCity has also gradually declined, aside from the dislike to like ratio, which has seen dislikes go up quite a bit. Parties being removed certainly hasn't been the only cause of the drop in visits because there's way more to it than just that. The worsening reputation of the game and its owner, the rise of new and fresh roleplay games for kids, and a lack of updates have likely all played a part. MeepCity did receive a somewhat big update in the winter though, but even that didn't seem to give it much of a boost in visits in addition to the winter break increase. One of the main attractions of the game and parties being removed eliminated what probably kept MeepCity fresh for so many people. Parties brought in new content when Alex Neutron wouldn't, while also serving as pretty much Roblox's largest hub for dating and sexual content. Parties were like a huge network of condo games hidden within another game, so removing that network killed off those games that funneled visits for MeepCity. There are multiple factors to MeepCity's declining popularity, but the party removal has definitely played a massive part and probably the main role in it. Games die every day, but it's insane to see Roblox's former #1 most visited games visits drop 87% after the removal of what was basically a hub for condos. Unfortunately, not much has changed when it comes to what kind of player base MeepCity has, but if anything, it has gotten worse in the last year. The player base is obviously much less disgusting in comparison to how it was with parties, but that doesn't mean it's good. You're not almost guaranteed to find full-on nudity within seconds of joining the game anymore, which is certainly nice. What you are almost guaranteed to see within seconds is online dating, because that is still very common in the game's spawn area. A ton of online daters still hang around the spawn to discuss all kinds of weird topics for everyone who joins the game to see. You'll more often than not see online daters online dating, so it's not rare to see sexual conversations or info sharing either. That stuff going on in MeepCity is fairly expected since MeepCity clearly still isn't being moderated enough, but back in May I found something not even I was expecting. I was looking into one of the many NSFW groups on Roblox, a furry one to be specific, and I found something that shocked me. Users in this group who were looking to have inappropriate roleplays with other members were treating MeepCity as some kind of a hub for them to meet up in. There were multiple messages from weirdos seeking out others to do disgusting stuff with inside of MeepCity, some of which were absolutely insane. Girls only, hey, we can do normal RP, dirty RP, and neutral RP. Neutral is half dirty, half normal. I'm a bottom, by the way. I do chat and game. I only do MeepCity, sorry. If you like, you can invite your friends. It's much better if we are both bottom. I'm lesbian, sorry. Please don't ask for my house. We can also do Dizzy. If you request any games than MeepCity, I may decline. I repeat, I am a bottom. Please have roleplay ideas ready. MeepCity was used as a hub for sexual activity from 2016 to 2022 with parties, and is still being used for that purpose in other ways. It's not just anyone either. It's some of the worst, like this creep, who are looking to link up in MeepCity. Thankfully, the group I found these in was deleted, and I haven't seen anything like it since, but it shows that MeepCity's major problems still persist. Evidently, the game has not been moderated enough, and these degens still view it as a safe space for them to get together in. MeepCity isn't as bad as it once was, but it's still a hive of online dating and degeneracy that evidently still isn't being properly moderated. There's no question that MeepCity's former reputation as an extremely successful roleplay game with somewhat small problems has completely vanished. MeepCity and Alex Neutron could have been seen as icons in Roblox had the issues in the game been taken care of properly all those years ago, but instead of that, MeepCity left a legacy of horrors that can still be seen and felt today. Back in January, Roblox added a new TOS rule that can get games that don't break any rules banned, if they have large amounts of bad players that devs don't get rid of. This rule allows Roblox to ban games that are completely innocent, but have many players that break Roblox's TOS in it who face insufficient action against from its devs. This has been seen as the MeepCity rule by a lot of people, and honestly, I feel like Roblox probably made it because of MeepCity. This rule's purpose is described in a way that very much sounds exactly like what happened from 2016 to 2022 with MeepCity. In August, Roblox released their official Career Center, which kinda serves as an introductory game for potential job candidates and partners. Alex Neutron was originally included in the game with a statue alongside 4 other Roblox legends in the Career Center lobby. He would be removed not too long after I made my video on it, likely due to backlash and realization that he should not be in that type of game. The legacy and reputation of MeepCity and Alex Neutron continues to get worse due to these things and more people learning about what happened. Alex Neutron has the 2nd most profile visits out of any developer, and MeepCity is the 5th most visited Roblox game of all time, so you'd think they'd be seen as iconic. Instead, the game and owner are now seen as so gross and problematic that it seriously might have caused Roblox to add a new rule to the TOS. Believe it or not, it has been a year since this crazy video dropped. In the last year, there has been a couple of things found out about Alex Neutron and this probable Yoshi infatuation. First off, let's take a look at some of these old Roblox forum posts from 2017 that I found on the Frost Roblox forum archive. Alex Neutron is a closet furry edgy weirdo that is attracted to Yoshi. Remember that Alex Neutron wants to do really bad things with a Yoshi. Azure Bold reminded me, remember Alex Neutron? Yeah, one of the better Roblox devs then, of Roblox Dodgeball and Club DJ and such related fame. Remember when he made Social Meeps? Yeah, he converted that into Toontown Pet Simulator and got uber popular. Roblox Dodgeball got a Nintendo-esque update. He generated lots of controversy too. And he liked Yoshi Yif now. Alex Neutron liked inappropriate furry art on Twitter. Alex Neutron is actually a closet furry. He has the hots for Yoshi, he makes the art himself. All of those forum posts point towards Alex Neutron being attracted to Yoshi and furry art, as well as possibly making it himself. And keep in mind, all of those forum posts were posted in 2017, which is during the time MeepCity had extreme issues with its parties. These are people who were saying this stuff at the time it all supposedly happened, which only connects the dots even more. My goal is not to shame Alex Neutron for being a furry or having interest in furry adult content, but rather find a possible explanation for what happened. Perhaps a sexual interest in furry and blue Yoshi gore art turned Alex Neutron into a degenerate who didn't view the sexual issues in his game as a problem. Nobody outside of Alex knows why he didn't do much to stop online dating and sexual content from flourishing in a game for kids, but maybe blue Yoshi is the key to all of it. The anniversary of perhaps the greatest moment in the history of Roblox is a bittersweet day. It has been 2 years since Roblox shut down MeepCity and Alex Neutron finally removed parties, which is both great and sad. It's amazing that it finally happened after so many years, but it's disappointing that it took over 5 years to get to that point. We realistically should be far past the second anniversary of that great moment, but Alex Neutron and Roblox took far too long. And even after parties were removed and the game started dying, it's still proving to be a major problem spot for online dating and adult activities. MeepCity isn't as horrific as it once was, but is still this major hotspot for TOS breaking that evidently is not being addressed hard enough. MeepCity's performance and reputation has continued to drastically decline, but that doesn't mean this game isn't still a problem. Hopefully proper action is taken soon, or maybe Roblox's new TOS rule will force Alex Neutron into doing something about MeepCity again.